Violence knows no national borders. It knows no culture boundaries. It knows no borders whatsoever. Because violence happens more often than you think, closer than you can imagine, every night, every day, throughout the year. And I would like to start my short session with a quote from Samantha Power. Violence against women isn't culture, it is criminal. Equality cannot come eventually. It is something we must fight for now. International President Salah decided to put an extra focus this biennium on the Zonta says no to violence against women. Therefore, she has appointed a new committee. And I was asked to take on the role as chair for the Zonta says no working group. My name is Kristina Rylander Bergqvist. I'm from Sweden and I belong to District 21. 4 more members, as you can see, have been appointed, and they are really remarkable Zontians. It is Tanya from Canada, Lisa from New York, Tanya from Minnesota, and Shanas from Sri Lanka. And to all of you, please feel free to contact any of us when you have questions or when you would like to share something with us. Here I would like to show you the goals that we have in our Zonta Says No working group. Support planning, Zonta Says No. Well, throughout the year, we encourage members to take advocacy actions that work to promote the human rights of women. We want to encourage districts and clubs to develop a strategy for their Zonta Says No work. And that will be a simple strategy for what we want to do, how we want to do it, and when during the year we want to do it. And of course, how do we follow up our work? How do we see things go forward? How can we make a plan for next step? Me and my group, we have recently completed 5 regional calls with our districts, where we talked about the updated material on the Zonta Says No website, and we also listened to their support needs. Goal number 2, highlight the 16 days of activism. Yes, of course, we have to work with that throughout the year. But we want to encourage districts and clubs to participate in the 16 days of activism in one way or another, with a big event or just small activities. Everything counts. Our goal is this year and this biennium 100% of the clubs participating. And this year we will follow up each district to see how many clubs have been active during the campaign. 3 is about enable sharing and exchange, and we want to encourage districts and clubs to share and spread their good ideas. We want to hear more stories to inspire each other. So share your story. 4 is about Zonta Says No follow-up and all the good things that happens out there. There are so many good practices. So we want to highlight good examples from all over the world and share the best practice, how to work to stop violence against women and girls. And I can tell you, we had a webinar in May that was called Share Your Story Live. And before that, me and my group, we read all, and I mean all, Share Your Story that you could find on the website. 5 is about our summit. We had one last year, the 10th of December. And the reason is that we want to encourage Zontians to take part in new knowledge and gain new perspectives. It is important to teach in, but also to teach out. We need knowledge to be able to speak up. And our summits, they are excellent opportunities to learn more about important topics. And of course, we also support that all the committees, all the advocacy committees should work together with working groups, with caucuses, with unions, just to ensure that we are not working in silos to coordinate our efforts. Here is a picture of the website zontasaysno.com, and I hope that you have visited our developed and recently updated website. A big thank you to you, Shannon, and bring my thanks also to Kate at the headquarters. You have done a great work. The website is really good at the moment. And here you find many, many useful tools. For example, facts that can be used both as training internally, but also externally. And it can also be used as a basis for example, articles. You find also templates for press releases. You find images and graphics. You find a photo release form. You find an example where you can see 10 things men can do to prevent gender violence. And you find a really great toolkit for the Zonta Says No work and planning. And you also find, for example, a toolkit for the Orange Lady that we developed last year. And last but not least, you find the pledge, which we also developed last year. And here you can see the pledge. From the beginning, we started by encouraging clubs to use it with members at meetings and different events and share it with family and friends. And now, and that's also thanks to Shannon and Kate, we have developed this so that you can sign a petition. And that allows us to see how many people are signing and in which countries they are located. So if you haven't already signed, I would really encourage you to do that, to sign on and to spread the message. And if you haven't seen the pledge, you have a picture of it here. And I recommend you to go to the zontasaysno.com webpage and make and sign in for the petition and also read more about what its content is. You also find Share Your Story at this zontasaysno.com. And please speak up by spreading your stories. Use the drafted press release to spread your story to local and national groups, to donors, allies, and like-minded organizations. You can fill in the very simple form available on the website to share the impact of your work. So please be generous, inspire, and learn from each other by sharing your stories and your successes. On Wednesday, this year again, the 10th of December, you are welcome to join us for 3 engaging and inspiring sessions throughout the day. The 2025 summit focus is on the critical role of male allies in preventing and addressing gender-based violence. We will highlight how men can leverage their influence to challenge harmful social norms, to advocate for culture change, and to create safer communities. But we will also highlight how women can engage men as allies in their efforts to end violence against women and girls. Across 3 sessions this day, participants will hear from global experts showcasing innovative approaches to allyship, creative storytelling, and hopefully also some youth entertainment. We will record all 3 sessions, which will be available for everyone who purchases a ticket. So welcome to the summit, the 10th of December, and thank you so much for letting me be part of your meeting today. Thank you.